And hello and welcome to tonight's action where we find the Cleveland Cardinals going up against the Arlington Cardinals. Starting off the game with the tip-off. We got Arlington going up for the 2 points but misses.
Won't it be hard to keep track with Clear Lake and Arlington both being Cardinals? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly, but that's what I think.
No, I believe the color will be the main distinction of tonight's game. As of Arlington does have white uniforms and Clear Lake has red.
How can you be sure?
Simple kindergarten philosophy. We got Nathan Kramer throwing in for the Cleveland Cardinals. He'll pass it over to Todd Mortimer. Mortimer will slowly creep up to in the center. He'll try to put it up. Knocked around by a couple of Arlington guys. Foul committed upon Todd Mortimer. Todd Mortimer will now go to the line for the Cleveland Cardinals. No! Todd Mortimer will not go to the line. He was just standing out there. We'll have Nathan Kramer throw it in for the Cleveland Cardinals. Over to Van Leer. Over to Mellon. Mellon will put it up for 2. Wait a minute. That guy doesn't have the right uniform on. There is no 34 in here. Number 24. Wait a minute. They switched uniforms on me. None of these numbers are in the program. Todd Mortimer now with that ball. He'll stop, throw it over to Kramer. Kramer on the right, pass it over to the right to Stroshine. Stroshine passes in the center to Mellon. Mellon will put it up for 2. You want to transfer that onto them? We got Kramer now throwing in for the Cleveland Cardinals. He'll throw it over to Mortimer. Mortimer to Van Leer at the top of the key. He'll put it way up. No good. Rebound by number 22. We'll soon figure out how these players are in just a second. After we get the correct numbered program here. 34. He'll put it up for 2. Todd Mortimer throwing it back in over to Kramer. Kramer back to Mortimer. Mortimer will take it down the court. He passes it over to Van Leer on the left. Van Leer takes a little closer to the center, tries to throw it over to Kramer, but loses it. Out on the Clear Lake Cardinals. Got the Arlington Cardinals taking it down the court. Over to the right, back to center, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Mellon. Mellon pick it up, throw it over to Mortimer. Mortimer will take it down the court. Passes to the center to Van Leer. Van Leer back to Mortimer. Mortimer takes a little bit up the center. Puts it up, no good. Mortimer tries again, puts it up. Kramer tries to put it up, no good. Foul on Kramer. That'll be his first foul for this evening. We got Jim Bunker now. He'll pass it over to King. King will lose it. Bunker loses it. Bunker throwing it in for the Arlington Cardinals. He'll pass it over to Vance. Vance tries to shoot, no good. Rebound by Van Leer. Van Leer will take it down the court. Stop. Pass it over to the left to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Mellon. Mellon way to the center to Kramer. Kramer will put it up for 2. Bunker now throwing, no, Vance throwing it to Bunker. Bunker will take it down, pass it over to Vance. Vance on the left, pass it back to the center to King. King over to Bunker. Vance, excuse me. We got Kramer now throwing it in for the Cleveland Cardinals. He'll bounce it over to Mortimer. Mortimer slowly takes it down the court. Get a little closer to that basket, throw it over to the right to Stroshine. Stroshine tries to get it to Mellon, but knocked away. Mortimer picks it up, passes it over to Kramer. Kramer back to Mortimer. Mortimer takes it a little in the center. He'll put it up for 2. Vance passes it in to Bunker. Bunker way down. Mellon tips it away. Picked up by Stroshine. Stroshine back to Mellon. Mellon at the top of the key will take it into the center. Pass it over to the right, Van Leer. Van Leer from the right puts it up for 2. Vance now passing it way down to Sanema. Sanema will put it up for 2. Mortimer now. Top of the key passes over to the right to Van Leer. Van Leer takes a little closer to the center. He'll put it up. No good. Rebound by Vance. Vance will take it down. Vance almost sounds like a first name, doesn't it? Sounds,
Yes, it does.
sounds strange calling him that. Anyway, King over to Vance. Vance over to Bunker. Bunker trying to put it up, but no good. Over the top, number 34, Sanema. No, Sanema. Kramer throwing it in for the Clear Lake Cardinals. He'll pass it obviously to Mortimer, as if he has a lot of choice. Mortimer takes down the key, pass over the right to Van Leer. Van Leer tries to get it to the center, but knocked away by Sanema. Who's going to throw it in? We just can't decide. Jesse Jensen will throw it in for the Philly Cardinals. He'll pass it to Stroshine. Stroshine from the center will try to put it up and does succeed for 2. Bunker over to number 32, Vance. Oh, we got 2 Vances. Vance over to Bunker.
Maybe they're
Bunker.
related.
Good. That's a very well-drawn conclusion. 2 points there for the Arlington Cardinals with a score of 10-8. The Clear Lake Cardinals lead. Mortimer tries to put it up, knocked away by Bunker. Foul on Bunker. Mortimer at the line for the Clear Lake Cardinals.
Would you say Todd found himself at the line?
I'd say he found himself at the line. First one good by Mortimer.
Oh, look, there I am on the line.
Yes, Mortimer finds himself at the line again. Second one no good by Mortimer. Tries to pick it up by Stroshine, but loses it. Bunker will pick it up for the Arlington Cardinals. He'll pass it over to Vance. Vance over to number 32, Vance. Vance tries to get it in there, but loses it to Mortimer. Mortimer picks it up, passes it over to Jensen. Jensen on the left. Fumbles around. He'll bounce, pass it over to Sanema. I have a curious observation here. Why is Sanema wearing a t-shirt under his uniform?
Because he is.
Thank you, Corey Schultz. And now back to the game.
Maybe it's because he's slightly chilled.
Slightly chilled. Thank you. We find Jesse Jensen passing it over to the left to Mellon. Mellon gets us knocked away by big old number 44, Scovlin. And it's a pass to Jenny, Virgil Jenny. Jenny will pass it over to the ref. Ref way down to the other ref. No, that really wasn't part of the game. And we got a timeout by the Arlington Cardinals, where we have 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first quarter with a score of 13-8. Mr. Shelsta, who is that man down there in the suit?
I don't know. I don't remember anyone on the team except Mr. Casper who wears a suit. I'm trying to figure that one out myself.
Let's look at the program. It says Dave Dixon.
Well, that can't be Mr. Dixon. I've never seen him in a suit before.
Come to think of it, neither have I. Look at that, they're passing around children. They've just passed Craig Brent across the student section. That was nifty. Well, the conclusion we have drawn that it is Mr. Dixon in the suit on the bench down there with the basketball players. Yes, believe it or not, folks, he does own a tie.
And a sport coat. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
And we're back with the game where we find Jesse Jensen throwing in for the Clear Lake Cardinals. Jensen throw way out to Mortimer. Mortimer at the top of the key. Well, look around. Backs up a little ways. Still at the top. Passes it over to the left to Mellon. Mellon tries to get in a little closer. Passes it back to Mortimer. Mortimer from way outside. Tries the three-pointer and succeeds. Bunker now passes it over to the right to Vance. Vance passes it in to Sanema, excuse me. Van Leer now taking it down the court. Knocks Bunker. No, Vance. Knocks Vance down. Mortimer at the top of the key, passes it in the center to Stroshine. Stroshine will put it up for two. Bunker now, after finding himself on the floor, gets up. Passes it over to Vance. Vance from the right, tries to put it up, no good. Picked up by Mellon. Foul on Vance. We got Jensen now throwing it in for the Clear Cardinals. I thought. The ref says, let's take this thing a little bit closer. Where we'll put Mike Mellon at the line.
Mike Mellon finds himself on the line.
Laying it on the line. First one good by Mellon.
So far in this game, I'd like to point out the Cardinals lead the Cardinals 19-8 with the Cardinals leading. The Cardinals are behind, but the Cardinals might be able to stretch the lead if the Cardinals don't play real good.
And second free throw also good by Mellon. Bunker now takes it down the court. He'll throw it over to oops, we got a new player here. King. Oh, he wasn't new. Foul on Stroshine. That'll be his first foul for this evening.
He's an aggressive player. You got to give that to him. He's aggressive.
Yes, we'll say that. Now let's not get carried away with this aggressive stuff again. We got Bunker. Bunker with a little traveling.
But I get so few chances to talk.
Oh, that you do, Corey. Mortimer now passes it way over to Mellon. Mellon on the left. We can pass it back to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Mellon on the left again. Mellon in a little closer to Van Leer on the left. Van Leer back to Mortimer. Mortimer takes it down. Almost losing it. Past Marsha Byert. But that doesn't count. We'll find Bunker taking it down the court again. He'll leave it off with King on the right. King will put it up. 4-2. Mortimer over to Mellon on the left. Mellon over to Van Leer, back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Mellon. Mellon on the left. Passes it back to Mortimer at the top of the key. He'll put it up. No good. Stroshine, he'll tip it in. Bunker now taking it back down the court. Drops it off with King on the left. King throws it in to Sanema. And we got a foul. Foul. Foul at number 23.
Foul? Where? Get that bird out of here. We're trying to play basketball.
They were referring to Jesse Jensen. King over to Bunker. Bunker back to King, top of the key. King over to number 14, Fosslin. Fosslin back to King, top of the key. King passes over to Bunker, way outside. Puts it up, no good. Big old Scotland, he'll pick it up. Pass it over to Fosslin. Fosslin now throws it in to Scotland. Scotland, he'll put it up. 4-2. Jensen will pick it up, pass it over to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Mellon. Mellon for way out, puts it up, no good. Stroshine tries to tip it in, but time runs out. And at the end of the first period, we got a score of 22-12. Okay, we're back. And Vance over to, anyway, King into Vance. Vance put it up for our two. rebound by Mortimer. Mortimer throws it way down to Kramer. Kramer in the center to Van Leer. Van Leer put it up for a shoe. Vance throwing it over to Bunker. Bunker passes it over to King. King passes it in the center to Sandland.
What's his name?
Sanema. That's Santaland. Bunker over to Fosslin. Fosslin to King. King throws into Fosslin again. Picked up by Mortimer. Mortimer will take it down the court. Top of the key with Mortimer. Passes it to the right. Yeah, to the left to Jensen. Jensen back to Mortimer. Mortimer a little over to the left. Pass it over to the left to Mellon. Mellon back to Mortimer. Top of the key. Mortimer finds some tough defense with Bunker there. Moves in. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by Fosslin. Fosslin back to Vance. Vance over to Bunker. Bunker way down to King. Foul. And Mortimer.
He's an aggressive player. You got to give that to him. He's an aggressive player.
I kind of got a chuckle there on Mr. Casper's wrinkled up face on that one. With his arms on the air. We should have got a tape of that one. We should have got a tape of that one.
Up, waving his finger in the air for some reason.
That means he gets one shot.
Maybe he's excited. I don't know.
So he doesn't get one shot.
He must have been excited. Why else would one wave their finger in the air? Now watch him. He's going to wave it in the air. Oh, shoot.
King at the line makes both. Mortimer now. Top of the key, pass into the center to Van Leer. Van Leer put it up. No good. Rebound by Jensen. Jensen look around, pass back to Mortimer. Mortimer top of the key, passes over to the left to Jensen. Jensen back to Mortimer. Mortimer over to the right to Kramer. Kramer put it up. No good. Bounces back. It's out. Vance now throwing it in for the Arlington Cardinals. Vance throws it over to Bunker. Bunker takes it down the court. He'll take it to the top of the key. Pass it over to the right to Vance. Vance back to Bunker. Bunker from way outside tries to put it up and no good. Scovlin in there fighting around. Foul on Van Leer, number 41. That's Van Leer's first foul for this evening.
His first foul. He's an aggressive player. You got to give that to him, an aggressive player.
Jensen on the right, passes back to the center to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Stroshine over to Kramer. Kramer back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Kramer. Kramer over to Van Leer. Van Leer from way outside puts it up for two. Bunker now takes it down the court for the Arlington Cardinals. Passes it over to the right to King. King over to Bunker again. Bunker over to Vance. Vance way over to King. King to Bunker at the top of the key. Way over to Sandisma. Loses it. Mortimer picks it up. Takes it all the way down. Tries to put it up for two, but no good. Tried to tip it in by Jensen. No good. Tries to throw it in by Kramer, but no good. We have a foul. Number 32, is it?
A foul on him. Somebody pull that bird off. I don't know. Where are we getting these chickens from? Well, I'm being silly. I'm sorry. I just get to talk so little, and anytime I can get my voice on the tape, it's just so thrilling to me. Please forgive me.
Thank you, Troy Shelson.
Trying to just slap 20 in there.
Nathan Kramer will find himself at the line.
Look, there I am at the line. I was wondering where I was. When I couldn't find myself, I got worried, but now I found myself and I'm perfectly happy.
Second one, good by Kramer. Score 28-16, 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in this half. Whoa.
Shane, the way you've been coughing, it sounds like you could use a lozenge.
Yes. For some reason, these boys' basketball games have been getting to my throat a little more than the girls' basketball games have. Anyway, it's Jesse Jensen on the left, passes back to Mortimer at the top of the key. Mortimer back over to the left to Jensen. Jensen from way outside, tries to put it up, but no good. Rebound by Vance. Vance over to King. King on the left, passes back top of the key to Vance. Vance from outside, puts it up, no good. Picked up by Van Leer. Van Leer over to Kramer. Kramer over to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Kramer at the top of the key. Kramer over to the left to Jensen. Jensen back to Kramer. Kramer over to the right to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Kramer. Kramer over to Jensen on the right. Left, excuse me. Picked up by King though. Pass over to Bunker. Bunker over to King on the right. Puts it up, no good. Mortimer with the rebound. Knocked out by Sandisma. Van Leer, that's his second foul.
That would be his second foul tonight. Just showing his aggressiveness even more.
Van Leer having a seat on the bench.
What's the limit on foul?
5.
5 foul. 5 foul a day, or is that the absolute possession limit?
No, this is how many times you beat up the player next to you. Not feathered.
Oh, I thought we were talking about feathered. Well, gee, I'm sorry. I'll try to stay out of it from now on. But I just get so little time with my voice, and I have such a nice voice. That's what everyone tells me.
Thank you, Corey Shelston. Sandisma at the line. Good for some free throws. Mortimer at the top of the key. Puts it way up, no good. Picked up by Jensen. Jensen spins around, tries to put it up, and no good. Picked up by Scotland. Scotland over to King. Not King, excuse me. Then we got a timeout. With 3 minutes, 49 seconds left in this half of the game, the score of 28-20, Clear Lake Cardinals lead. We're back. Clear Lake Cardinals starting out by throwing it in. Mellon now with that ball. He'll throw it to Mortimer at the top of the key. Mortimer over to the left to Mellon. Mellon back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Mellon. Mellon will drop it off with Van Leer. Van Leer over to Mortimer. Mortimer to Kramer at the top of the key. Kramer over the right to Mellon. Mellon sinks it. 4-3. Bunker tries to get it to King, but knocked away by Mortimer, but does pick it up by King. King tries to put it up, and no good. Rebound by Mortimer. Mortimer will take it back down to the Clear Lakes basket. Over to the right to Mellon, into the center with Van Leer, puts it up 4-2. Bunker now over to King. Kramer with the foul finds himself on the floor. That'll be Kramer's second foul for this evening.
Shane, I was looking down there on the bench, and isn't that Kip McKee sitting down there?
Yes, it is.
I hear he has to shave his head for one act play.
Yes, did hear something to that order. What do you think the coach's reaction will be to have a player with a shaved head?
Well, I'm thinking if he's running up and down the court with a shaved head, it's going to be shiny, it's going to reflect the light, it's just going to blind everyone, you know. That would be my thoughts on it.
Yes, Kip would be a different person with a shaved head. And Mr. Picking would be awful happy if Kip did shave his head. Anyway, we got Van Leer trying to put it up for 2 rounds, succeeds, good for 2. Vance over to Bunker. Bunker. Oh. Yes, Bunker, yes. They used to live out east, you know. on this hill.
Isn't that Archie's nephew?
Archie Bunker? No. Van Leer with fast break, puts it up for 2. No, they used to live out east.
On that hill?
Yeah, on that hill.
Bunker Hill, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was Bunker Hill. That's what they call it since that family lived there. It was once in a while named by the family that lived on their neighbors, the Breeds. Sometimes called Breeds Hill.
I wonder if they had little family gatherings and things like that.
Yeah, it is. They have Archie come down from Brooklyn, you know.
Queens, New York.
Oh, excuse me. Whoa! Whoa! Clear Lake Cardinal crowd seems to be a little disrupted over the referee's call. Call was that there was a foul on number 33, Nathan Kramer. That will be his 3rd foul for this evening. And just racking him right up here in the first quarter.
You know what would be neat is we had just had a big brawl. You know, the bench is just emptied. They had to call in the police. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think that would be pretty neat.
I did notice Bill Addy over in the door a little while ago.
Look, I could see the crowds getting into it too. The Arlington section heading over there and the Clear Lake section coming out, and just like there's a massive riot starting here. Maybe it's just me, but I can imagine that.
Yes, it would be different. Of course, we'd be kind of in a pickle, wouldn't we? Who are we surrounded by, Mr. Shellstone?
We could remain neutral observers. You could commentate the fight, and I could tape it.
I hope the Arlington people sitting around us will feel the same way if there is a brawl. Anyway, and now back to the game. Yes, go ahead.
If they attack us, Mr. Pickering sitting down here, he'll protect us.
Yeah. He'll talk them out of it, right, Corey? Anyway, back to the game.
He'll give them all a -5.
Anyway, back to the game. Engen now in. Mellon over to the right to Jensen. Jensen goes in a little bit closer. Pass back top of the key to Storshine. Storshine over to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Jensen. Jensen back to Mortimer. Mortimer moves in just a little bit closer over the left. Pass it over to the left to Mellon. Mellon to Storshine. Storshine passes over the left wing to Mellon. Mellon moves up to the center, passes over the right wing. Engen back to the center with Storshine. Storshine over to Jensen on the left. Jensen over to Engen. Engen brings it in closer. He'll put it up for 2. Engen's first points for this evening. 10 seconds left in this half. 41-29, Clear Lake's lead. King over to Bunker. Bunker into Scovlin. Scovlin will put it up for 2 in the last remaining seconds with a score now of 41-31. And we'll see you after this half. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are. Second half of this game between the Clear Lake Cardinals and the Arlington Cardinals.
Between the Cardinals and the Cardinals. Right now, the Cardinals are leading the Cardinals 45-31. The Cardinals have been able to hold the lead over the Cardinals for the first couple of quarters. And I'm thinking, this is me, but just maybe, for some reason, Coach Dixon is looking up here and laughing at, oh, there he's waving. Hi! Hi! Just maybe the Cardinals might make a comeback, but I really don't think so. What's your opinion on the Cardinals?
I think the Cardinals should pull through and win this one. One more question. Why is Mrs. Lundberg carrying a camera around tonight? Did they realize that the pictures in the annual were so bad we needed a different photographer? So Mrs. Lundberg was the next choice. Mortimer takes it away. He'll take it down the court, pass it over to Kramer. Kramer over to the left to Mellon.
Did you notice Mrs. Lundberg was taking pictures of the band too? I don't know. What is she doing?
Well, first of all, she was going to start earlier today, but she couldn't find the owner's manual to learn how to run it first. This is no kidding. I was listening to her and Mr. Mortimer talk.
She didn't know how to run it.
No, she did.
Why is she taking pictures?
That was my first question. I don't know.
She a new school photographer?
Yeah, that's what I figured anyway. They figured the annual pictures were so bad.
The ones I took weren't that bad. In fact, they were the best ones in there.
Ah, that doesn't take much comparing a picture of Mr. Glass with a totally white face. Stroshine putting it up for the free throw. Second one no good. Kramer on the right. One on the right, pass to center to Mellon. Mellon over to Kramer on the left. Mellon to center. Pass over to Mortimer on the right. Kramer on the left, pass back to center to Mellon. Mellon to Mortimer. Mellon back. Mellon over to Kramer. Kramer over to Van Leer. Van Leer over to Mellon. Mellon on the left, puts it up, no good. Bunker over to King. King back to Bunker. Bunker on the right. Put way out. Puts it up. Rebound by Sanema. Sanema trying to put it up, but no good. Kramer way down. Tips it up. No good. Short shot tries to tip it in. No good. Picked up by Scotland. Bunker now takes it back down the other side. Bounce over to Scotland. Scotland at the top of the key. Passes over the left wing to Vance. Vance over to Bunker. Bunker back to Vance. Vance to the center to Scotland. Scotland over to the right to King. King to the center to Vance. Vance works his way in. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by Vance. And tries to get up again, but no good. Foul. Number 43, Mike Mellon. That's Mike Mellon's second foul for this evening. Vance now at the line. First one good by Vance. Why is that there? Oh, yeah. So we put that screen across that we use so often. Yeah, archery too sometimes.
Doesn't look like a scrim.
A scrim, that's what it was. Anyway, King on the right.
That's the word for tonight. Scrim. Scrim. If anyone in the viewing audience can figure out what scrim means before the game is over, Shane will personally give you a prize. The word is scrim. S-C-R-I-M-B. And I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with the Clear Lake Theatrical Department.
Thank you, Corey Schuster, for that wonderful contest. And remember, the word is scrim. Mellon takes it down the court. Over to Van Leer. Van Leer over to Mellon. Mellon tries to get it in, but fouled upon by number 20, Bunker.
Mrs. Lundberg getting a good picture in there.
We got Vance going in for Bunker. That was Bunker's third foul. Who's this new player, 24? Well, that's Vance too. Sounds like a scary movie to me.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Vance too.
Mortimer with high speed and velocity to take it down the court. Stop halfway. Throws it, bounces it over to Stroshine. Stroshine over to the right to Mellon. Mellon to Van Leer. Van Leer tries to get it up, but is stuffed, as you would say in basketball terms. And not as a turkey either.
Basketball has a lot to do with birds. Have you ever noticed that? You got foul and stuffed. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
What other words can we find that have to do with birds? Shoot! Anyway, Van Leer now goes down the court. Throws it way over to Mellon. Mellon to the center to Stroshine. Stroshine puts it up for two.
Court. Birds court during mating season.
Very good. There's a whole flock of people here tonight. A whole flock of them. Throws in the center to Stroshine. Stroshine hooks it over to Van Leer. Van Leer gets it knocked away, picked up by Vance. Vance into Scrovlin with two. Mortimer now way over to Kramer. Kramer loses it. Knocked out. Close game here tonight. Score of 49-41 with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third period.
The Cardinals have narrowed the lead that the Cardinals have on them.
Yes, they have. Kramer now taking it back down the court. Mortimer over to Mellon. Mellon to Kramer. Kramer back to Mellon. Mellon on the left, trying to put it up for two, but no good. Rebound by Vance. Vance over to Bunker. Bunker over to Vance. Vance on the right, passes it to Bunker in the center. Bunker tries to put it up for two, but no good. Stroshine picks it up. Throws it over to Mellon. Mellon over to Jensen. Jensen over to the right to Kramer. Kramer back to Jensen. Jensen over to Stroshine. Stroshine to Jensen. Jensen to Mellon on the right. Puts it up for no good. Picked up by Vance. Foul on number 23. Jensen. Bunker slowly trotting down the court. Ooh, picking it up. Ooh, throws it over. to Vance. Vance back to Bunker. Bunker over to the right to Vance. Vance back to Vance now over to Bunker. Bunker with Vance. Vance over to Scovlin. Scovlin tries to get it in to Sandisma. Bunker. Mellon now. Over to Van Leer. Van Leer over to Mortimer. Mortimer top of the key to Jensen. Jensen over to Mortimer. Mortimer into the center. Woo! Arlington crowd seems to be getting a little bit excited. Mortimer now at top of the key. He'll pass it over. Put it up. 4-2. Picked up by Vance over to Bunker. Bunker passes way down to Vance. Vance on the right. Passing it to Scovlin. Scovlin way up there. Passing it way over to Vance. Vance trying to get it in, but knocked back by Jensen. That's Jensen's third foul.
Little reminder, our Just What the Heck is a Scrim contest is still going on. Before we continue further, I'd like to make one exemption. Cody Clemon is not eligible for this contest because I think he knows what a scrim is. Don't you, Cody? That's scrim, S-C-R-I-M-B. Once again, it has something to do with the theatrical department. There's just a little time left to figure out what it is, so I'd suggest we all hurry.
Vance now trying to put it up for two, but no good. Tipped in by Sandisma. Mortimer takes it down. Mortimer over to the left to Jensen. Jensen passes it over to Van Leer. Van Leer tries to get it up there, but no good. Picked up by Stroshine. Stroshine trying to get up there, but no good. We got a foul on Jensen. That'll be his fourth foul for this evening.
His fourth foul. Isn't that about the legal limit?
One more and he's out of this game for this evening.
So he's getting close to bagging his limit.
Yes, he's bagging his limit of foul tonight.
Wonder what he'll do with this foul. Will he take them home and roast them over an open player and stuff them? Or will he take them home and put them in a cage out in his yard and watch them court?
Yeah, or really shoot them again. King, first one good. Picked up by Van Leer. Van Leer over to Mortimer. Mortimer tries to get it down court, stops, lets him go by. Mortimer over to Kramer. Kramer to Stroshine. Stroshine in the center will put it up for two. Vance over to Bunker. Bunker over to Vance. You don't think the Vance brothers are twins, do you? Take a look at them.
Do they look alike?
There's a resemblance there. It's 24 and 32. Look at them. Quite the resemblance there, isn't there?
Just a little resemblance.
And they're both in the 12th grade, and they're both 6'1".
Maybe they're twins.
My gosh.
I bet they're really confusing everyone.
Yes, yes.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Before we stop here, I'd like to remind everyone that our Just What the Heck is a Scrim contest is still going on. We'll see.
And we're back. We find Mr. Vance over there throwing it in for the Arlington Cardinals. He'll throw it over to Bunker. Bunker to the right to King. King throws into Scotland. Scotland trying to get it up there. But we got to follow around Stroshine. I believe that's his third for this evening. Or a second.
I don't know. That's his third.
That's his third.
It's really neat how the scoreboard tells you exactly which player the foul was on and which foul it was. Oh, modern technology. It just astounds me. It astounds and bemuses me. Bemuses. Scrim. Scrim. S-C-R-I-M-B. Scrim.
No help from our audience, please. Mortimer now. Top of the key. Goes around. Goes it over to the left to Kramer. Kramer back to Van Leer. Van Leer back to Kramer. Kramer at the top of the key to Mortimer. Mortimer will throw it over the left to Van Leer. Van Leer into the center. Throws it back to Kramer on the left. Kramer at the top of the key to Van Leer. Van Leer to Stroshine on the right. Throws it in to Mellon. Mellon loses it to Bunker. Bunker, top of the key. Pass it over to the right to Vance. Vance throws it into Sanema. Foul on Mellon. That is his third foul for this evening. We'll find Vance at the line. No good. Mortimer takes it down the court for the Glen Cardinals. Pass it over to Van Leer. Van Leer will lose it. Lose it to King. Pass it back to Bunker. We're going the other way now. Bunker will travel. And they'll lose it to the Glen Lake Cardinals. Kramer will throw it in for the Glen Lake Cardinals. We have some salivary amylase or perspiration over there on the floor. Perspiration, maybe. Or could it be salivary amylase?
It could be either. It could also be blood.
No, I don't believe so.
One of the players could be bleeding. You never know. They've taken some awful good hits tonight.
I think salivary amylase or perspiration would be more appropriate. Van Leer.
Oh, one of the players carrying a dagger around. I don't know.
I don't think so. Maybe it was to gut his birds, huh?
That's it. It's pheasant blood on the floor.
Whoa. King way on the outside, tries to put it up for two, but no good. Van Leer now trying to knock it away from Scotland. Foul. That's Van Leer's fourth foul. One more and he's got his limit. Doesn't Scotland remind you of Steve Pulowski that used to go to school here?
Yeah, he does almost. Maybe they're related.
Short shot over to Van Leer. Van Leer, top of the key. Pass it over to the right wing to Mortimer. Mortimer back to center to Stroshine. Foul committed upon Stroshine by Vance. If you put those two together, what do you get? You get an advance.
I was going to say that.
Why?
Why is it they always bounce the ball before they shoot?
I don't know. That was Vance going in for Vance. Vance with the hook shot, no good. Van Leer trying to get down the top of the court. Kramer over to Mellon. Mellon way down to Van Leer. Van Leer put it up for two. Score now 56-49 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. King over to Bunker. Bunker back to King. King gets in a little closer. Into Sandisma. Sandisma tries to put it up for two, but no good. Foul on Scotland. We'll take it down the other way.
Somebody shoot that foul. Get him off him. Get that foul off the poor man.
Stroshine at the line.
He finds himself on the line.
First one good by Stroshine. Second one good by Stroshine. Bunker now, top of the key, pass over to the right to Vance. Vance back top of the key to King. King over to Bunker. Bunker into Sandisma. Sandisma tries to hook shot to get it in, but no good. Stroshine picks it up, throws it over to Kramer. Kramer over to Mortimer. Mortimer top of the key, throws it in the center to Van Leer. Van Leer witty enough to let it go out on Scotland. Kramer throwing it in, throws it over to Mortimer. Mortimer top of the key to Mellon. Mellon with the 3-point. No. 2 points for Mellon. That was only 2. I looked over close for a 3 there. Scotland doesn't know what to do, throws it back to King. King over to Bunker. Bunker back top of the key to King. King over to the left to Bunker. Bunker from way outside will put it up. Score 61-51, Clear Lakes lead. They can't hear it. With a timeout.
And before we pause for the timeout, I'd like to remind you the word is scrim. Scrim. We'll see you later.
We're back. Mortimer, top of the key. He takes it a little closer. He'll lob it up, and it's good for 2. Vance to Bunker. Bunker down the court. Bunker over to King. King into Scotland. Scotland will put it up for 2. 63-53, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Mortimer over to the left to Van Leer. Van Leer into Stroshine. Stroshine throws it over. King will pick it up. Over to Bunker. Bunker will take it down the other way now. Over to Vance on the left. Into Scotland in the center. Puts it up for 2. 63-55. Mortimer to ball. Passes it back over to Stroshine. Stroshine over to Mellon. Mellon takes it in close. Puts it up for 2. Vance takes it in real close. Passes Scotland. Scotland gets it knocked away. 45-35. That's his 4th foul for this evening. We've got 3 troubled players now. That's Van Leer, Stroshine, and Jensen. I think so.
I think so too. They're aggressive players. You can give that to them. They're aggressive. Yes, they're aggressive.
Scotland at the line. Both free throws good by Scotland. We got a timeout with 2 minutes, 42 seconds left with the score 65-57. Clear Lake Cardinals. And we're back. Mortimer, Kramer to Van Leer. Van Leer will take it all the way down. He'll stop, give it to Stroshine. Stroshine will put it out for 2. 67-57, 2:30 left. King on the right. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Mortimer. Mortimer over to Kramer. Kramer will take it back down. Kramer stops, passes it back to Mortimer. Mortimer. Foul committed on Nathan Kramer. By number 20, Bunker. That's his 4th foul for this evening. Kramer will go to the line for the Clear Lake Cardinals.
All these players with all these fouls should get together and just have a little cookout.
A wild game feed.
Yeah, like a foul feast.
Whoa! Vance will lose it to Van Leer. Pass it over to Kramer. Kramer puts it up for 2. 59-57. 1:50 left in the game. Vance takes it down, puts it up for 2. Mortimer now taking it back, passes it over to Kramer. Kramer over to Stroshan. Stroshan over to Mellon. Mellon back to top of the key to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Kramer. Kramer over to the left to Van Leer. Van Leer to the center to Stroshan. Stroshan to Mellon. Mellon over to the right to Kramer. Kramer to Mellon, or Mortimer. Mortimer over to Van Leer. Van Leer over to Mellon. Mellon puts it up. Knocked out. Vance will pick it up, take it down the other way. Scotland tries to get it up there, but no good. With these minutes narrowing down here in this last period, with a score of 69-59, looks like the Clear Lake Cardinals just might have it in the bag, as the Hunters would say, with their foul.
That's 4 bird words, is it, or 5 bird words?
I don't know.
Well, let's recap. We have foul, and court, and shoot, and stuff, and bag. That's 5. Flock. We have a flock. We have a flock of spectators. That's 6. 6 bird words for tonight. Well, being this game is almost over, there is 53 seconds left. We'll bring our What the Heck is a Scrim contest to a halt. A scrim, as you've probably been wondering up till now, is a transparent curtain pulled across the stage in order to give the effect of fog or mist or anything of that order.
Or a shadow.
Or a shadow, that's it. Thank you for that one, Shane, a shadow. So this concludes our What the Heck is a Scrim contest. For those of you who got it right, collect your prize from Shane Daly. He'll give you the keys to his car and you can do what you want with it.
And now back to the game. Well done, wonderful contest. Good luck. Congratulations to those of you who got it right. I don't know about the prize yet, but
next game we'll have another contest. We'll think of some other word to use. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm sure you're all anxious to find out what it is. Shane, what can our next word be?
Well, I don't know yet. When's our next home game?
I really don't know.
Well, it should be pretty soon, because I won't be able to commentate through the month of February.
Why is that?
I will be serving as the Senate Minority Intern Assistant in the legislature at Pierre.
You'll be serving as a SMEA?
Yes, a SMEA, a Senate Minority Intern Assistant.
How does one become a SMEA?
Be good friends with the Democratic Party.
The Democratic Party. Why do they call them political parties? They're no fun.
Right. Anyway, we got a score of 71-62 with only 28 seconds left in this game. Wild
Game! That's 7! 7 words, my God, I don't believe it! 7 words.
like wild game.
That one was so obvious. Why didn't we think of it before?
I don't know. Like
Did you have fun at the Democratic Party?
Never really attended one. Well, I did kind of while I was out in Pierre. It was kind of more of a steak supper, really. It was kind of a party, though. Whoa, we'll lose it. Kramer will throw it out. Bunker, Sandisma puts it up for two. 73-67. 12 seconds left. The Arlington Cardinals pull in just a little bit closer, but not enough, I don't think, to tie up the game or win.
This wonderful game, the Cardinals versus the Cardinals. There's 9 seconds left in the game with a score of 73 Clear Lake, Arlington 67. I really don't think there's any way Arlington could win this right now. Maybe it's just my opinion. They could shoot 2 3-pointers, but what exactly are the odds on that, Shane?
The odds, I believe, would probably be slim to none.
Yeah, and Slim's on his way to Texas. So we'll watch this free throw here. Rebound by Rich Halverson. Back to you, Shane.
Thank you. We got Vance now throwing it in for the Arlington Cardinals over to King. He'll throw it back to Vance. Vance on the right tries to put it up for three. No good. 3, 2, 1. And this is the end of the game.
And welcome to tonight's game. This is Corey Shelst. I'll be running the camera tonight. Shane Daly will be with you commentating in a moment. Tonight, the Clear Lake Cardinals are playing the Wilmot something or others. I forget the name at the moment. I'd also like to remind you tonight's mystery word is hyphae. 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 That's tonight's mystery word.
Hello and welcome to tonight's action between the Clear Lake Cardinals and the Wilmot Wolves.
Is it the Wilmot Wolves?
It sure is, the Wilmot Wolves.
I couldn't remember that earlier.
I couldn't either, but I found a program that said Wilmot Wolves. Anyway, we got Todd Morton, South Key shooting for three. Commentator Shane Daly suffering from a minor cold this evening.
Your cameraman has a cold also, and quite a cold it is. You know, a lesser man with this cold wouldn't be here tonight.
Yes, that's very true. But we are very inclined to our duties.
A lesser man would not have even bothered showing up.
No, a lesser man would have not.
A lesser man would be home in bed drinking fluids.
Fluids. 23. James Johnson. Top of the key. Pass it over. Huh?
You know what James Johnson?
Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson.
Sounds familiar. What?
There's one over by Revillo, but he's like 50 years old.
Oh. Sounds like a familiar name.
Kind of generic name, Jim Johnson. That's kind of like Fred Brown. Or John Doe.
I knew a John Doe once.
For real?
No, I'm just spoofing you.
Todd Mortimer over the right to Jesse Jensen. Jesse Jensen back to Mortimer, overthrown. Mellon will pick it up, pass it into Mortimer. Mortimer over to Jensen. Jensen on the right, passes the center to Stroshine. Stroshine tried to put it up, no good. We got that rebound by Strasser. Strasser over to Jim Johnson. Johnson passes it over to the right to Jackson. Jackson, Johnson and Jackson. Hansen, no, excuse me, Strasser with those two. Mortimer now taking it back down the court. Passing to Stroshine, Stroshine over the right to Jensen, Jensen inside. To Van Leer with two. Jim Johnson now takes it down the court. Stops at the top of the key, passes it over to the left to Greener. Greener way over to Hansen. Picked up by Mellon, over to Mortimer. Mortimer tries to get it in. Tipped in to Jensen. Jensen over to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Jensen on the right. Jensen inside to Stroshine. We got a foul on number 31, Strasser. And we got a timeout called by the Wilmot Wolves. At this timeout, we got a score of 9-4. Clear Lake Cardinals lead with 4 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in the first period.
You got young kids staring at me in amazement. I love that.
Guess what? What have you heard about these Wilmot Wolves?
I don't know. The Wilmot Wolves, the name almost reminds me of the Waverly Woodchucks for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just they all begin with W.
I believe the Wilmot Wolves have a better reputation, though, than those Waverly Woodchucks. I was talking earlier to Mr. Pickering on the telephone, and he says that these Wilmot Wolves are supposed to be pretty tough.
Who said that?
Mr. Pickering said that.
He's quite an expert on basketball, isn't he?
That's what I thought, too. Anyway, we'll see what happens here tonight at the Clear Lake High School auditorium. Now, getting back to the game.
So what exactly was his prediction for tonight?
He didn't actually give a prediction. He said that they probably wanted tape because them Wilmot Wolves are sounding pretty strong. Jason Van Leer at the line for the Clear Lake Cardinals. First one good by Van Leer. Second attempt good by Van Leer. Jim Johnson now takes it down the court. Stops it. Pass it over to the right to Hansen. Hansen back to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key, looks around. Pass it over to the left to Jackson. Jackson to Hansen, back to Johnson, over to Jackson. Hansen, Strasser went to the outside, tries to put it up, no good. Stroshine recovers, pass way over to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Mellon. Mellon puts it up, no good. Rebound by Jackson. Johnson now taking down the court. Stop down the key, pass it over to the left. Johnson now again, pass it over to Jackson. Jackson over to Hansen, Hansen to Jackson, Jackson to Johnson. Johnson over to Hansen. Hansen now throwing it in for them Wilmot Wolves. Hansen over to Strasser, Strasser to Johnson, puts it in. Mortimer now takes it down the court. Finding some tough defense there with Johnson. Johnson backs off, Mortimer stands alone. Mortimer passes over to the left to Mellon. Mellon way over the right to Jensen. Jensen steps in, tries to put it up for two, no good. Stroshine will chip it in for two. Johnson now taking it down the court again. Top of the key, pass it over to Strasser. We got Jackson. Jackson putting it in for two. Foul on Stroshine. Nathan Kramer now going in for Jason Van Leer, the Clear Lake Cardinals. Jackson at the line for the Wilmot Wolves. First one good by, oh, excuse me. No good by Jackson. Mortimer gets tripped up by Johnson. Foul on Johnson. We'll give the ball to the Cardinals again. Everyone seems to be okay. Mortimer now with that ball. Top of the key, pass over to the right to Jensen. Jensen over to Mellon. Mellon on the outside, pass it over to Mellon. Mellon back, or to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Mellon. Mellon over to Kramer. Kramer to Mellon. Mellon inside to Storshine. Storshine puts it up for two. Johnson takes it back down the court again for them Waverly, them Wilmot Wolves. Jackson over to Strasser. Hansen puts it up for two. Foul on Michael Mellon. That'll be his first foul for this evening.
Tonight's mystery word is hyphy. H-Y-P-H-A-E. Hyphy.
First one no good. Mellon picks it up, passes it over to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Mellon on the right. Over to Van Leer. Van Leer way in the center to Kramer. Kramer will put it up for two. Johnson now we find taking it back down the court again. Johnson top of the key, pass it over to the right to Strasser. No, Jackson, excuse me. Strasser over to Hansen. Hansen over to Hansen. Excuse me, that first one was screener over to Hansen. Anyway, 2 points for them. Wilmot Wolves with 1:45 left. Score 17-12. Clear Lake's lead. Van Leer now putting it up. No good. Rebound by Strothstein. He'll put it in for two. Mellon now, pass inside to Van Leer, and we got a foul. Them Wilmot Wolves will call a timeout with 1:09 remaining in the first period with a score of 19-14. Clear Lake Cardinals lead.
Just another little reminder, tonight's mystery word is hyphy. Hyphy. H-Y-P-H-A-E. Hyphy.
And if you can guess what that word is before the end of the game, oh, we'll give you a prize. Our number, 1-800-326.
6,200.
6,200. Could have it like the 9 line. 1-800-999-9999. The number again. But really, it's not. What? I think that was for us. I don't know. All right. What the hell is that? Back to the game, we find Jace Van Leer making a free throw. Van Leer, second one, no good. Johnson now with that ball. Takes it down the court. Pass it over to Hanson. Hanson over to Greener. Johnson on the outside, puts it in for two. Mortimer over to Mellon. Mellon way on the outside, brings it a little bit closer. Pass the inside to Van Leer. Van Leer turn around, put it up for two. Johnson again takes it down the court. Johnson over to the left to Greener. Greener to Hanson. Hanson puts it up for two. Mortimer down the court for the Clear Lake Cardinals. He'll take that ball, pass it right to Jensen. Jensen passes it over to the left. Kramer back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Kramer on the left, way far left. To Mellon, Mellon back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Mellon, Mellon on the outside, puts it in. And that's the end of the first period. We got a score of 24-18. Clear Lake Cardinals lead. And we're back. And here's the game. We find Johnson throwing that ball over to Hanson. Hanson over to, what was his name? Jackson. Jackson now. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Van Leer. Van Leer over to. Whoa, we got a little hype up here between the Wilmot crowd. Nathan Kramer slams into one of the Wilmot players. Foul called upon the Wilmot player. Look at that ball, Clear Cardinals. Mellon now, Mortimer. Mortimer to Jensen, top of the key. Jensen over to the left to Mortimer. Mortimer inside to Van Leer. Van Leer loses it. Johnson now takes it down. Johnson way outside, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Hanson, he'll put it in for two. Jensen now takes it down the court. Jensen on the right. Passes it to Mortimer, top of the key, passes over to the left to Kramer. Kramer back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Kramer. Kramer over to Mellon on the left. Over to Mortimer, back to Mellon. Mellon over to Jensen. Jensen to Kramer, top of the key, over to the left to Jensen. Jensen moves inside. Gives it to Mortimer on the right. Mortimer moves in. Throws it to Jensen. Jensen walks up, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Jackson. Johnson takes it down. Johnson passes over to Hanson. Hanson over to Hanson. Into Greener. Greener from the inside. Puts it up. 4-2. We got a foul on number 22. Jesse Jensen.
Like the evening meal news. Really out to the news actually, we're gonna have to head table.
Mellon on the right, passing to the center to Van Leer. Van Leer put it up for two. Strasser putting it up for two. Mortimer taking it down, pass it over to the right to Jensen. Jensen and Van Leer. Van Leer put it up for two. Johnson takes it back down. Loses it. Van Leer pick it up. Turn it around, put it up for two. Score 30-25, 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in this half. Hanson tries to put it up, no good. That is out. We'll give it to the Clear Lake Cardinals. Mortimer will take it down. Pass it to Jensen. Jensen back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Jensen. Jensen will take it inside. Put it up for two. Johnson takes it back down. Over to Jackson. Jackson over to Hanson. Hanson tries to get it in, but knocked away by Stroshine. Hanson gets it in a little closer to Jackson. Jackson to Johnson, top of the key. Johnson passes it to the left to Strasser. Hanson now over to Greener. Greener tries to put it up, but no good. Johnson tries to grab it. Mortimer takes it away, takes it down, passes it over to Van Leer. Van Leer back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Van Leer, over to Mellon. Mellon inside to Van Leer. He'll put it up for two. Johnson now going back. Johnson over to the right to Jackson. Jackson over to Greener. Greener on the inside, trying to put it up, no good. Johnson now takes it in, top of the key. Over to the left to Hanson. Hanson to Strasser. Strasser gets a little closer, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Van Leer. He'll take it down. He's got it up. Knocked out by Johnson. Just now throwing it in, throws to Mortimer. Mortimer to Kramer. Kramer back to Mortimer. Mortimer gets in a little closer, tries to put it in. Knocked away by Hanson. Foul on number 43, Hanson. Timeout, Wilmot. We're back. We'll find Mortimer going to the line. First attempt, no good by Mortimer. Second attempt, good by Mortimer. Hanson will pick it up. Pass it over to Johnson. Johnson will take it down. Strasser over to Hanson. Hanson on the right, over to Johnson. Top of the key to Jackson. Jackson, no good. Hanson will pick it up, put it in for two. Mortimer will take it down, pass it down to Kramer. Kramer back to Mortimer, over top of the key, back over to Kramer. Kramer to Mellon. Mellon inside to Johnson, doesn't quite get it. Kramer will pick it up, but lose it to Johnson. Johnson never ceasing to stop dribbling that ball, even though he was on the ground. Recovers it totally. Greener over to Johnson to put it in for two. Mortimer now, top of the key, pass it inside to Storstein. Storstein back to Kramer. Kramer way outside, puts it up, no good. Mellon to grab it. Pass it over to Kramer. Kramer to Mortimer, top of the key, over to Kramer, over to Mellon. Left wing, put it up, no good. Rebound by Strasser. Johnson will take it down. Johnson, top of the key, pass it over to the right to Greener. Greener over to Jackson, put it up for two. Mortimer takes it back down. Kramer on the left, back to Mortimer, top of the key, way outside. He'll put it up, no good. Rebound by Greener, back to Johnson. Johnson will take it down. Score 35-31 with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the first half of this game. Johnson now top of the key. Pass it over to the left. To Strasser. Strasser, no good. Picked up by Kramer. Kramer over to Storshine. Storshine way over to Mortimer. Mortimer brings it around the top. Passes it over the left. And way over the left to Mellon. Back in the inside to Storshine for two. Johnson back down with it. Jackson into Greener, no good. And we get a foul on number 42, Mike Mellon. That'll be his second foul for this evening. Yes, it is his second foul. We'll find Greener at the line. First one good by Greener. Second one no good. Picked up by Mortimer. He'll take it down. Mortimer top of the key. Loses it to Jackson. Jackson passes it over to Johnson. Johnson will take it down, slow it up. Let him go by, south top of the key, over to the left to Greener. Greener to Strasser. Strasser in the middle, puts it up, no good. Picked up by Hansen, tries to get up, but no good. Johnson now, top of the key. Over to the right, back to Johnson. Strasser, Jackson, over to Hendricks. Johnson top of the key, puts it up, no good. Jackson will pick it up and put it in for two, and that's the end of the first half. The score 37-34. We'll be back after this timeout.
And we're live.
Thank you, Mr. Shellstop. I'd like to start off by giving the results of tonight's halftime entertainment. We had, who do you have first? Oh, Dave Swift at the half-court line trying to shoot a half-court shot and failed.
Oh, good old Dave Swift. He was never very good at shooting them half-court shots.
Then we
I
have,
remember once I said to him, you know, Dave, you're no good at them half-court shots.
then we had Billy Joe Bakey. She tried a half-court shot also, and the ball landed on the free throw line. Oh well, better luck next time. Then for a twist, we added a free throw shot for the total amount of $3. Dan Hill got this shot and won the $3. So we'd like to send out congratulations to Dan Hill.
Congratulations, Dan Hill.
John Stroshine over to Van Leer. Van Leer will take it down. Pass it over to the right to Mortimer. Mortimer to the center to Van Leer. Stroshine. Stroshine trying to put it up. No good. Picked up eventually and thrown in.
Chris Kettleson doing a fine job.
Yes, I believe that is his own sweatshirt, isn't it? Quite proud of himself.
I'm sure he'll treasure that sweat forever.
Whoa, we got Hansen taking it all the way down. He'll tip it in for two. A here on this ledge by the window, I used to have a total collection of every home event here at Clear Lake High School. Someone's cleaned off my shelf.
It must have been that Cluckman character.
Yes. Every home event ever this year and part of last year's were up here. Somebody took them.
Which shows you just how often this place gets cleaned. I have quite a cold, Shane.
You should have seen that. No one to throw the ball to. That's quite a predicament. Johnson over to the right to Jackson. Jackson to Hanson. Hanson to Green. Just a small reminder of tonight's mystery word, hyphy. And if you know the meaning of tonight's words, please call us and you will win a prize. Remember our number, 1-800-426.
1-800-621-8200.
No.
And while you're dialing that number, you can also order Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, it's just different extensions. There's this extension 512, ours is 513. Johnson now. Trafficking. Jeff looks around, passes over to the right to Hanson. Hanson tries to get it in to Jackson. God, Jackson, excuse me. Strasser. Something different about this game compared to other nights here at home events is that we've had a lesser amount of fouls than we usually have.
There's less people, too.
Less
because there are people wrestling.
Yes, this is true. There also is a wrestling match tonight at Sioux Valley against them Cossacks. My prediction of that match is that the Clear Lake Cardinals should come out on top. And hopefully, as we see, we hope the Clear Lake Cardinal basketball team will do the same. No, that's being biased. I can't be biased. I forgot. We're supposed to be in a neutral position. I forgot. We'll just say we hope somebody wins tonight. Very neutral. Greener.
Where exactly is Wilmot?
North. That's about all I know.
Are you sure it's north?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Wilmot?
Can't say I have. Is there a Wilmot Livestock Exchange?
Sounds familiar.
I think I have then.
Are you ever planning on going to Wilmot?
Possibly. On an FFA trip this fall. If you judge livestock on the FFA trip, you go to the Wilmot Livestock Exchange and judge their livestock.
Oh.
I think I've been there once. You think it's in the area of Roslyn?
Of who?
Roslyn.
Never been there either.
Oh, you're missing out on all these great towns, Corey.
I was in Bemis once.
I was there quite a few times, actually.
Well, I've been there quite a few times too.
But... Ever been to Morris? No, Mort's. Ever been to Mort's?
I can't say I have.
You know where it is.
I can't say I do.
Mort's is barely existing. Actually, it's not. Actually, John Lukey owns the whole town.
Sort of like Tunerville.
No. Tunerville was never actually a town. It was just a spot out there. Morris was actually a town. Morris, you'll find it about, let's say, 6 miles north of Clear Lake. 7 miles east and about 1 mile south.
Why don't you just go 6 miles north?
Because there's no road.
That would be a good reason.
With 3 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third period, we got a score, 43-41, where the Clear Lake Cardinals will call a timeout. And welcome back to tonight's action, where we find Mr. Casper taking a sip out of the water bottle. Waterman way outside, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Mellon. One is caught for traveling. We'll give that ball to Wilmot. Wilmot's Jim Johnson will take it in a little closer, but lose it. Jensen all the way down. Goes to Mortimer. Mortimer stops, puts it up. Bunch of action here tonight. I've been trying to decide a call. Sorry, I get caught up in the action. Some real harsh comments coming from the area Wilmot people right now. Wanting to call Coach Casper with a technical for just having to getting up off his bench. Won't be called. We'll have Todd Mortimer go to the line for the Clear Lake Cardinals. First one good by Mortimer. Second one also good by Mortimer. We got a score of 45-41, 2 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in tonight's game. Greener drops it off with Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key, passes it over to the left to Strasser. Strasser over to Greener. Greener takes it inside, passes it back to Jackson. Jackson to Strasser, and we got traveling. The Wilmot Wolves will give that ball to the Clear Lake Cardinals, where we'll find Jesse Jensen throwing it in. Mortimer now with that ball, 2 minutes, 27 left in the third quarter. Quite a sticky situation we found in that last brief time period there. These Wilmot people got awfully excited. Of course, when I started commentating about it, they gave me some awfully dirty looks too, but I guess that things will happen. Van Leer over to Kramer. Kramer takes it down. He'll step it down the key, pass it over to the left to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Van Leer. Picked up though by Jackson. Johnson now taking it down. He'll pass it over to Hanson now. Tries to put it up. No good. Rebound by Stroshine. Picked up though by Jackson. Jackson pass back to Hanson. Hanson over to Jackson. Johnson. That one putting in by Greener. Greener there with two. Score 47-42. 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Van Leer throws it up. Rebound. Foul on number 34, Sean Stroshine. We'll give that ball to the Wilmot Wolves. Hanson throws it in. Johnson picks it up, takes it down, tap the key. Passes it over to the left. Johnson tries to take it in. Picked up by Strasser. He'll put it in for two. 47-45. Mortimer now over to Kramer. Kramer to Stroshine. Stroshine back to Kramer. Kramer moves in. He'll pass it over to the right to Van Leer. Van Leer way back to Mortimer. Mortimer from the center. Puts it up. No good. Van Leer with the rebound. We'll put it up for two. Two excited people down here over that call. Hailing and hollering at them refs. Not doing any good though. Makes a person a little leery of being over here. Johnson now over to Hanson. Hanson from outside puts it up for two. 49-47. Mortimer now taking it down. Stroshine puts it up for two. Johnson now, top of the key. Pass it over to the left to Strasser. Strasser to Jackson. Jackson put it up, no good. Rebound by Stroshine. Stroshine over to Kramer now. Kramer over to Van Leer. Van Leer takes it up center. Puts it up. No good. Foul on number 15. First one good by Van Leer. Bring us up to 52. Second one also good by Van Leer. Johnson now takes it down. Top of the key. Johnson passes it right to Jackson. Jackson over to Hanson. Hanson over to Greener. Greener takes it in the middle. And we got traveling. And Greener will give that ball to the Clear Lake Cardinals. Kramer throwing it in for the Cardinals. Knocked out. Mortimer throwing it in. Kramer, top of the key. Throws it over the right to Mellon. Mellon inside. Throws it to Van Leer. Van Leer put it up for two. Johnson now loses it, but recovers. Johnson down the key. Over to Strasser. Strasser puts it up for two. Kramer now. Over to Mortimer. Mortimer will take it down. Score 55-49. Mortimer now over to the left to Mellon. Mellon to Stroshine. Stroshine puts it up for two. Greener now, pass it over to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key, pass it over to the left to Strasser. Strasser over to Greener. Greener takes it inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Stroshine. Stroshine will give it to Mortimer. Mortimer will take it back down. And the Clear Lake Cardinals have called a timeout with 5 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in this game. 57-49, Clear Lake Cardinals lead. Mortimer now with that ball back in play. Over to Kramer, Kramer over to Van Leer. Van Leer top of the key to Mortimer. Mortimer takes it in. Gives it to Kramer, he'll put it up for two. Johnson now taking that ball down for them, Wilmot Wolves. Johnson will stop at the top of the key. Pass it over the left to Strasser. Strasser put it up, no good. Grab by Van Leer. Van Leer over to Stroshine. Stroshine over to Mortimer. Mortimer to Kramer. Kramer over to Van Leer on the left. Back to Mortimer. Way out to Kramer. Kramer to Van Leer on the right, back to Mortimer. Mortimer to Mellon, Mellon to Kramer. Kramer, Stroshine. Van Leer to Mortimer, Mortimer to Kramer on the left. Kramer to Van Leer to Mellon, Mellon to Mortimer on the right. Van Leer top of the key over to Kramer, Kramer to Mellon, Mellon over to Van Leer over to Mortimer, Mortimer to Van Leer to Mortimer, Mellon, excuse me. Mellon takes it in, puts it up for two. Johnson will take it up, tip it in. 3 minutes left in this game with 61-51. Clear Lake Cardinals lead. Mortimer now with that ball. He'll pass it to Mellon. Mellon to put it up for two. Johnson way outside, no good. Picked up by Kramer. Kramer to Mortimer. Mortimer to Van Leer. Hanson tries to pick it up, but it goes sliding across the floor. And we're back. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left. Score is 63-51. Kramer throwing it into play. Kramer over to Stroshine. Stroshine to Van Leer. Van Leer. A stop. 43 foul. No, excuse me. Number, where is it? Ooh, quite a rivalry there between the We Got Spirit chants.
Watch Crockett and Knudsen, it's a riot. They must have something going with some guys over here. They'll just stand up with a big smirk on their face with Blair over there at it. That's cool.
Mortimer at the line for the Clay Cardinals. First one no good by Mortimer. Strasser will pick it up. Give it to Johnson. Johnson. Oh, we got a new player here. Van Leer, stop, put it up, no good. Strasser will pick it up, give it to Johnson. Johnson will take it back down. Top of the key with Johnson. Johnson passed it over to Amon. Mortimer now. Johnson will pick it up, take it the other way from way outside. Puts it up. 3 points. We got a timeout. 1 minute, 23 seconds left in the game. We got a score of 63-57. Well, the Cardinals lead. We're back. Mortimer throwing in the play. We'll give it over to Van Leer. Van Leer will take it down. Lose it. To Johnson. Foul called upon Johnson. Van Leer will go to the line. That's Johnson's third foul for this evening. See, look at those three up there. Knudsen, Crocker, and Hill must have something going over here with these Wilmot Wolf watchers over here. They'll point at each other and holler once in a while. Kind of comical, I thought. Johnson will put it up. Score 64-58. Van Leer puts it up for 2. Foul on number 31, Strasser. We got these Wilmot Wolf spectators giving nasty gestures to this ref. Gesture has one finger, you know. I'll let you figure it out from there. These two below me are getting quite uptight over this whole situation. Swearing in crass gestures. I just can't see it. Remember, you have 38 seconds to figure out our word. Hyphy. Johnson will go to the line for the Wilmot Wolves. First one, no good by Johnson. The call on Jason Van Leer. Greener goes to the line. Second one, good by. First one, good by Greener. Also good by Greener. Kramer way down to Stroshine. Stroshine over to Mortimer. Mortimer to Stroshine. Stroshine to Mellon. It's overthrown. We'll give that ball to Hanson. Hanson will throw it in for the Wilmot Wolves. Hanson, he'll give it to Johnson. Johnson, Almond puts it up for two. Whoa, they're catching up fast here. Only a 2-point difference, 66-64. 17 seconds left in this game. I believe these Wilmot Wolves are starting a comeback. We'll go down the other lane and find Jason Van Leer at the line for the Cleveland Cardinals. Good by Van Leer. Second one, no good. Strasser will pick it up, give it to Johnson. Johnson, way outside, tries a three-pointer, no good. Strasser will pick it up, back over to Kramer. Kramer stops, passes it over to Van Leer. Van Leer is fouled upon by Johnson with a score 67-64, and that's the end of the game.
Now it's time to announce our mystery word. The meaning of the word hyphae, H-Y-P-H-A-E. A hyphae is one of the filaments that make up the body of the common fungi. That's right, common fungi are made up by filament-like strings called hyphae. Thank you.
The game isn't quite over yet. Well, my people claiming there's time on the clock. Doesn't appear to be so at this present moment. Score still 67-64. People still on the floor. People getting up and leaving. What is the situation here tonight? Refs discussing it. Coaches discussing it. Spectators discussing it. Wilmot people on their feet. Well, I don't believe it's going to change the score any. Anything drastic anyway. It's being hashed and rehashed. Townswick explaining a little about the game. Oren Townswick looks like he's going to do a knife hand right at the ref's throat. I wonder if Oren knows Taekwondo. Well, As we all stand upon our feet, it is still being hashed and rehashed. Maybe we could use that favorite childhood method. Bubblegum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? That was always a favorite deciding factor back in our childhood days.
My favorite one was the ones about the moms at the clothesline. That was always my favorite.
What's that one?
Oh, two moms are at this clothesline, and one bird comes and bites off one mom's nose. I can't remember how it goes. It was a popular one, though.
I never heard that one. The one I always used was bubblegum in a dish.
How many pieces do you wish?
3. And wasn't there a tiger one too? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch the tiger by the toe.
If he hollers, pay $50 every day or something.
Something like that.
Pick the very best one, and you are not it.
There we go. Well, players seem to be going out onto the field. Spectators seem to be going out to their cars. Wait. We'll give Van Leer a free throw. The way it looks to me. Now you tell me how they decided when to start and when to stop when there's nothing going on with the clock. Many Wilmot players and fans are wondering the same thing. Anyway, this is another thing we must figure out another time. End score, 67-64. Clearly Cardinals with the victory. Thank you. This is Shane Daly and Corey Shelta. See you next time.
And here at Clear Lake Civic Arena. This is Corey Shelsta. I'll be running the camera for you tonight. Shane Daly will be out here in a few minutes to commentate. Now, I know on the last tape he might have said that would have been his last tape, but it wasn't true because he forgot about this game, so he's back with us once again tonight. So when he gets here, why don't we all give him a warm welcome? He's not here quite yet, but he will be here. And until then, well, I won't say anything. Huh? Oh, here he comes now. I can see him. Here he comes. He's walking over here right now. Before we get too far into tonight's game, tonight's mystery word is not so much a word, but as a thing. Tonight's mystery question is, back in the 1920s and 1930s, this is a two-part question. First of all, what did lutefisk come in? What sort of container was it packed in? And what was it stored in the container? What sort of substance was the lutefisk stored in? The number to call once again is 555-5555. And now here's Shane.
Yes, and hello, and welcome to tonight's action between the Clear Lake Cardinals and the Castlewood Warriors. We find Sean Stroshine here on the right now, looking around, wondering who throws at the Mortimer.
Did we really find him? Who lost him?
Mortimer now passes over to the right to Jensen. Jensen on the right, passes it inside to Mellon. Mellon takes it inside, puts it up for 2. We'll get to that. Thine now passes it over to Shuley. Shuley back to Thine. Thine over to Frisky. Frisky back to Sign, is top of the key. Sign over to Shuley. Shuley back to Sign. Top of the key, takes it inside, passes back to Shuley on the left. Shuley puts it up. That's good for 3. Kramer now taking it back down the line for the Clear Lake Cardinals. Takes it inside, puts it up for 2. Shuley will take it down back for the Castlewood Warriors. Inside with Moss, puts it up for 2. Back down now with Kramer. Over to Jensen. Jensen takes it inside, puts it up, no good. Shuley with the rebound. He'll take it back down for the Castlewood Warriors. Top of the key, pass it inside to Smith. No good. Mellon to Kramer, takes it down, puts it up for 2. Frisky now taking it down. Frisky sets on the right, passes over to Shuley, top of the key, passes over to the left to Thine. Thine passes it inside to Moss. Shuley to Thine on the left. Shuley on the way outside, puts it up, no good. Showshine with the rebound. Kramer takes it down. Taken away by Thine. He'll take it around and back. Thine, top of the key. Mortimer tries to take it away. Shuley now over to Thine. Thine to Smith. Smith to Shuley to Thine now. Dribbling around the backcourt. Smith now passes it back to Thine. Thine into Shuley. Shuley tries it, but no. Backs out. They get it over to Frisky. And into Smith, where we got a foul upon Smith committed by Jesse Jensen. Score now 6-7 with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in this first quarter.
What's going to be tonight's topic of discussion?
I don't know. Jensen now takes it down for the Clear Lake Cardinals. Mortimer takes it inside, but loses it. Mortimer finds himself on the floor. Smith, top of the key. Passes it back to Shuley. Shuley to Thine. Castlewood seems to be doing a lot of work in that backcourt. They're always working around in that backcourt. The crowd seems to be a little riled up already in the first part of the game. Waving them new hankies around. Showshine on the inside, puts it up for 2. Shuley will take it down. Thine passes it back to Shuley. Thine now with that ball. Back to Smith. Back to Thine again, dribbling around the backcourt. Shuley. I have a feeling if we keep this up, it's going to be a very low-scoring game. Inside with Smith, knocked out by Jensen, foul on Jensen. That's Jensen's second foul. Smith at the line now. No good. It's out. Castlewood Warriors ball.
Well, that ref over there looks like he could stand to lose a little weight.
I noticed that when we were playing over there in the band. Well, neither one of them is real fit and trim.
Now that's a hefty ref, you know?
Yeah.
Try to get in a fight with that sucker. Ooh.
I bet he's just totally exhausted by the time halftime counts are running.
I bet he loses quite a few pounds.
I bet he could lose quite a few more. Here we go again with that backcourt strategy. What is accomplishing, I have no idea. The Clear Lake Cardinal crowd seem to be chanting, boring.
Which, of course, it is.
Well, we can't be biased, remember?
I'm sorry. Of course it's not boring. Just because they seem to enjoy playing with the ball in the back.
Clear Lake Cardinals team seem to be standing up on their feet. Trying foul. Anyway, Castlewood recovers the ball and tries their backcourt strategy again. Not even worth mentioning names. There's Moss. Fine again with that ball. He'll probably pass it back to Smith, yep. Over to Shuley. Shuley, yep, back to Thine. Over to Moss. Don't shoot yet. Moss over to Thine. Thine throws it back to Frisky. He gets in the action a little bit. We give it back to Smith. He gives it back to Thine. The Moss slithers over and grabs it. An exciting game here tonight at Clear Lake High School Auditorium. Seems to be a lot of action, a lot of turnovers here tonight. Already early in the game, with high scoring here of 8-9 here in the first quarter. It's a good thing we have a timeout coming up. These players are going to be awfully exhausted after this quarter. Oh, they're moving faster now. I think they're planning something. Loses it. Stroshine will take it, but loses it to Smith. Tries to put it up, and no good. We got a foul on Stroshine. I haven't quite figured out the tactics of this tonight's team. Basically, is once you get ahead, don't try anymore.
And we're back, live.
And we are back, and we are live, and we see Nathan Kramer throwing that ball over to Jesse Jensen. Jesse Jensen takes it down. Top of that key. Clear Lake Cardinals seem to be a little more aggressive than those Castlewood players tonight. Definitely number 33, John Frisky, doesn't play up to his name.
That Frisky kid, he's not a Frisky kid.
Definitely not. Okay, here we go again. Castlewood players taking it back down. What do you figure? 4 minutes left in the quarter, they'll shoot. Here we go again. Shuley, over to Smith, over to Frisky, over to Tweet, over to Frisky, over to Smith, back to Tweet, a long pass to Shuley. Well, let's get Moss back here in the action. He's kind of bored standing back here. Frisky throws it way over to Smith. Smith thinking about taking it in, decides not to. Get the Moss in the action here. The Moss passes it over to Tweet. Tweet to Smith. Smith, the top of the key, passes it over to Shuley. Shuley takes it inside. He'll lose it. And we got a foul on Frisky. Being a little friskier there. We got a whopping score of 8-11 now. 6 minutes, 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Storshine now with that ball. He'll pass it over to Jensen. Jensen taking a little bit closer to the basket. Take it up to that top of key. He'll pass it inside to Storshine. Storshine will put it up to 2. Bring this game up to a 1-point difference. Smith picking that ball up off the ground, throwing it to Shuley. Shuley to Tweet. Tweet back to Smith. Smith on the inside, puts it up, no good. Storshine with the rebound, passes it to Jensen. Jensen will take it down, pass it to Mellon. Mellon on the inside, trying to put it up, but no good. Storshine with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Cramy will take it, put it up. It's in. Cardinals pull ahead by 1. Shuley now away in the other end, passes it back. Having the excellent chance to shoot, decides not to, and passes it back to Tweed, who passes to Smith. Smith, top of the key, passes it to Frisky. Frisky back to Tweed.
I have a little feeling I know what's going to happen here.
Wake me up when it's over.
You shouldn't be biased, remember, Shane.
Oh, I forgot.
Just because it's boring is no reason to be biased.
And we are back live. Well, not actually live, we're just kind of here.
But it's just so much fun saying live.
Clear Lake takes possession of that ball. He'll take it over to Mellon. Mellon over to Jensen. Jensen over to Kramer. Kramer to Mortimer, top of the key. Mortimer over to Mellon on the right. Inside to Storshine. He'll lose it to Shuley. Shuley. And we got a foul. Get a haircut. His hair bounces more than the ball. Jensen now to Storshine. Storshine to Mortimer, top of the key. Mortimer tries to take it inside, passes back to Jensen. Jensen over to Mellon. Mellon to Mortimer. Mortimer to Mellon. Mellon takes it inside, puts it up. Puts it in for 2. Castlewood take the ball now. For a while, anyway. Score 14-11. Clear Lake Cardinals lead. so sure. After the ref blows the whistle, Castlewood will shoot. And a lot of good it does then. Mortimer now over to Jensen, top of the key. Jensen inside, Storsheim back to Mortimer. Mortimer put it up, no good. Shuley now tries to get it to the tweet. Mortimer takes it away, takes it all the way down. Puts it up for 2. Tweet takes it back down now. Takes it in, tries to put it up. No good. Jensen will take it back down. Jensen over to Mellon. Mellon grabs it, takes it in, but doesn't put it up. We got a foul on Thompson. Mellon will go to the line for the Clear Lake Cardinals. What Castlewood? You live? The first one good by Mellon. Second one also good by Mellon. Bring the score up to 18-11. Clear Lake Cardinals lead yet. Frisky over to Smith. Smith at the top of the key. I bet they play it out. No. Frisky puts it up, but no good. What? Kramer will take it back down. Kramer over to Mellon. Mellon on the left. Puts it up for 2. Frisky tried to take it back down. Over to Thine. The Moss passes it over to Thine. Frisky over to Smith at the top of the key. Puts it up, no good. Kramer will pick it up, take it down. Put it up for 2. Smith will take it back down, try to put it up, but no good. And we got a foul on Stroshine. Committed on Thompson. Thompson to go to the line now for the Warriors. That's Stroshine's second foul for this evening. First one no good by Thompson. Warriors call the timeout with 1 minute 47 seconds left in the half.
What?
And we're back with one.
How do you know?
Because you pushed the button.
How do you know? Did you see me push the button?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Maybe I haven't pushed it yet.
And we're back with 1 minute 47 seconds left. Second one good by Thompson. Brings the Cardinals to a 10-point lead. Mortimer, top of the key, passes to the right wing with Sigford. Sigford passes it over to Engen. Engen the top of the key. Which is around, he'll pass it over to Mellon. Knocked out by Castlewood. We'll give the ball to Clear Lake Cardinals. Todd Mortimer will take it up. Take it inside, put it up, and no good. The Moss will pick it up. Pass it over to Thine. Thine will take it back down. Take it inside, put it up, and no good. And we got a foul on Mike Mellon. That's his first foul for this evening, I believe. Yes, it is. Thompson is at the line again for the Warriors. First one good by Thompson. No good. Somebody jumped in the line. We'll give that ball to the Cardinals, where Corey Ingram will throw it into bounds. Morton will take it down. Take it pass it to Engen. Engen on the left. Takes the top of the key pass to Mortimer at the top of the key. Mortimer right wing to Sigford. Sigford back to Mortimer. Mortimer over to Engen on the left wing. Tries to get it to Kramer. Knocked away by Smith. Clear Lake's ball. Kramer throws it into play over to Mortimer. Mortimer to Engen on top of the key. Engen takes it inside. Tries to put it up, but no good. It's overthrown. Kramer will pick it up. .34 seconds left in this half. We got to score 22-13. Thine throwing the ball into play for the Castlewood Warriors. Thine throws it over to Shuley. Shuley over the right to Thine. Thine to Shuley. Shuley back to Thine. Thine to Shuley through the way outside. Puts it up for two. Mortimer now throws into play. He'll throw it over to Engen. Engen takes it down to Kramer. Kramer inside two. Mellon to put it up for two. 24-16. Engen will steal it away. Give it to Kramer. Kramer to Mellon. Mellon way to the outside. Tries to put it up, but no good. And we got a score. 24-16. And that's us.
You never trusted me, Jason.
And we're back live here at Clear Lake Civic Arena.
Yes, and back we are. Oh, and look who has the ball.
Once again, tonight's mystery question is a two-part question. First of all, what type of container did Ludafisk used to come in, and what was it packed in? That's tonight's two-part mystery question. The number to call, 555.
5555.
Once again, that's 555-5555. We'll be back later to give you the answers to this most mysterious question.
Thank you for that trivial bit of information, Mr. Corey Shelstar, our cameraman.
Because every American citizen deserves life, liberty, and the pursuit of trivia. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of trivia. That's what I'm trying to say here tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Corey Shelstar, our cameraman. Hey, we find Clear Lake now with that ball. We'll find Tom Mortimer taking it back down to the other side of the court. Throwing shine over back to Mortimer. Inside to Kramer. Kramer put it up. No good. And we got a foul on number 43, the Moss. M&M's. Why, of course.
I'd like to do a sound for you now. This is the sound of M&M's. Shane, hold the microphone, please. M&M's falling into my hand. Now listen to this one. That was me eating M&M.
Castlewood now with that ball. Shuley to Thine. Thine back to Shuley on the right. Shuley to Thine. Oh, let's say Sign to Frisky. Yep. Mortimer over to Kramer, top of the key. Kramer over to Jensen on the right, inside to Stroshine. Stroshine puts it up for two. Frisky taking that ball down the other side. Frisky stops top of the key, passes it over to Shuley. Shuley inside to Smith. Smith will put it up, no good. Jensen over to Mortimer, inside to Stroshine, almost to take it away. Thine will pick it up, pass it over to Frisky. Frisky will take it back down for the Warriors. Frisky takes it inside, but passes it back to Thine. Thine takes it inside, but loses it. It's up in the air. Thine will grab it. Tries to put it up, but fouled upon by Mike Mellon. That's Mike Mellon's second foul for this evening.
Shane, pass me another piece of lefse.
Oh yes, right here. We only have 3 left.
Did I tell you about the lutefisk and lefse supper I went to tonight?
Yes, you did, but tell our viewers.
Well, see, me and Mom and Dad all went over to my aunt and uncle's house, and see, Grandpa and Grandma were there too. And they made my aunt Helen. She's, well, she lives up yonder in the other side of town. And anyway, she made lutefisk for Dad and Grandpa and Grandma and Mother and herself and her husband, my uncle. And basically, lutefisk really isn't my favorite dish in the world. In fact, it happens to be one of my least favorite dishes, ranking right up there with the school's lasagna on a shingle. And basically, what we do when we have lutefisk suppers is they always have to make me something different. Like, I had a hamburger. And anyway, we had lutefisk and lefse was the primary meat and bread of the meal. That's it. And whenever we have lutefisk, it gets Grandpa talking about the good old days, you know, when they used to eat dirt and were thankful. And Grandpa told me all about the processing and packing of lutefisk. And that's what inspired me to give you tonight's mystery question. And then Grandpa told other stories of the good old days about thrashing time. And how everyone used to come in and eat the lutefisk and mashed potatoes and of course lefse. And then Dad will chime in with stories of his youth, how when he was a youngster and his mother used to make lefse. She'd roll it out and she'd give it to him to fry, and he'd fry it up and just eat it right off the frying thing, just right there on the stove. And I guess Grandma would get so mad at him because he would just sit there and eat and eat and eat, and she wouldn't get anything accomplished. He would sit there and eat about 10 pieces of lefse. Well, you know my dad, he's a pretty hefty man. He'd sit there, and he was that way as a youngster too. Well, not quite that bad, but, well, he's bigger now than when he was younger. Let's put it that way. Anyway, he used to eat and eat and eat this lefse. And Grandma would just throw tizzy fits, I guess, because he was eating the lefse. And that was for everyone else. And he'd eat it just right hot off the stove. And then Grandpa would interchime about how his grandfather used to buy just tons and tons of lefse, and that's all they'd eat all summer. Now how a person could eat lefse, or lutefisk, excuse me, lutefisk. How a person could eat lutefisk all summer long and live to tell about it, why, I'll never know. That was back in the good old days, mind you, when we used to have to get up at 5 in the morning, go out and feed the pigs, and then walk 8 miles to school with no shoes in waist-deep snow, uphill, both ways. Back in the good old days. Well, that's about enough babbling for me. I'll let you get back to the game with Shane.
Yes, if you haven't guessed it by now, you may have guessed that it is Norwegian Heritage Night.
What? What was that?
It's Norwegian Heritage Night.
Okay, Norwegian Heritage Night. It's just as big a thing as Parents' Night almost, except it's Norwegian Heritage Night.
Norwegian Heritage Night. Oofda! He throws it and puts it to Mortimer.
Oofda, Sven!
That was,
Oh, did you see that hefty man blow the whistle?
yes, he blew the
Now
whistle.
that is a big man.
It's a big one, yeah. Yeah. That is right, Ole.
We got the timeout, Sven.
Okay, Ole.
And we're back, Sven.
Thank you, Ole. We find Mr. Mortimer at the line. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it will go in?
Time will soon tell. Yeah.
Oofda, that was a good
Good.
shot. That was good. Do you think this one will go in?
Oh, I would place good odds on it, yeah. See? We find fine going down the line. Doing real fine. Pass it over to Schooley. Schooley takes it inside. Fisky puts it up and no good. Mortimer hurries down the court. Pass over to Engen. Score 33 to 23. Ole, you think the Norwegians in Clear Lake feel discriminated against because of the St. Patrick's Day celebration in March?
I think they do. What should we do about it?
Oh, not a lot. I'm originally Irish.
My grandfather tells us stories about how his grandfather came from the old country, Norway.
Oh, there's lots of old countries, I think. Everyone's grandfather talks about the old country, but they're all from a different place. Scully now takes it in, but loses it to Engen. Engen takes it over to Kramer.
Ingen, what sort of name is that?
You think it's Norwegian? I couldn't tell you.
What sort of name do you think Strohshine is?
Couldn't tell you there either. How about Siegfried?
Siegfried.
Yes, German, I bet.
Siegfried, that's his German name.
We got Chemo Kip coming up soon here, I think.
Yes, Kip McKee. He will be going in.
Yeah. My gosh. The kid has no hair.
Oofda, that must have hurt.
And that's good.
I wonder what the Castlewood crowd thinks. With us having a youngster on our team with no hair.
Well, he definitely draws their attention. Schooling now takes it over, puts it over to Thine. Thine on the right, tries to get inside, having some trouble there with Mellon. Knocked out twice now. Passes it over to Schooling. Going back to Thine. Thine takes it inside, pushes them all. Foul on Mellon. That's Mellon's third foul for this evening.
What nationality should we highlight now?
Spanish?
Scottish?
Spanish.
Spanish?
Espanol.
Espanol. Oh, sí.
El Monte Correr down there, court. Hanging Correr. Correr. Oye, es el grupo. It's up. Descanso.
I'd like to sing, I'd like to sing a Spanish folk song now, if I may.
You may.
Thank you. Gonna tell you all a story about a dude named Jose. A poor pusher, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some dude, and out of his pocket fell 47 ludes. That was a Spanish song, sung to me in my cradle by El Guapo.
Gracias, señor Shasta. Nosotros son aquí. Corre, Motorman. Yes, buen. Three en derecho. That's three on the right. Translated, really.
Yeah, thank you. I took Spanish when I was a freshman, too. Just because I'm not smart enough to be in Spanish, too, like you. Maybe we should put little subtitles on for the home viewers.
Yes. Inside. Gotta remember inside.
Do it now, take it, baby.
There's Mellon. Mellon gaining his fourth foul. I can just see the words running through his head right now in Spanish. Thinking of that ref. Those words running through his head. Das me cabeza. Das me cabeza, señor ref. Subir! No!
If you look in the doorway, I think you can barely make out the outline of Craig Sink. Craig,
I can see it.
Craig Sink is just standing in the doorway. I think you can barely make him out if you look there. That's Craig Sink's arm. There's Craig. There he is. Craig's making an appearance here tonight.
Playing a little game of peekaboo.
I'd like to thank Craig Sink for coming tonight. Craig Sink, ladies and gentlemen.
He can come to see his friend, Randy Kluckman. Woodburn, now over to Kramer. Kramer top of the key, over to the right. Stroshine. Stroshine and Mortimer top of the key. Mortimer fakes him out. Goes over to Key on the right. McKee to Kramer. Hanging now over to Mortimer. Mortimer tries to get it up, but we got a foul. No, it is Bueno. Es bueno. Sign takes it down the line, real fine. Pass it over to Tweed on the right. Right over. Tweed attempting to shoot without the ball.
That Tweed, he's a sly little devil.
He'll try anything.
He's pretty frisky.
No, that's 33.
Well, I'm sorry, they can both be frisky, can't they?
31. Tweed at the line, no good. Thompson will pick it up, take it inside, hook it up for 2. Kramer takes it back down. Kramer on the right, top of the key to Mortimer. Mortimer takes it inside, passes it back to Engen on the left. Engen passes it inside to Kramer. Kramer straight through, puts it up for 2. We got a score of 44-31 with 5 minutes, 46 seconds left in this game. Here at the Clear Lake High School Auditorium, meeting the Clear Lake Cardinals and the Castlewood Warriors. Stroshine will knock it out. Mortimer will pick it up, take it down, pass it over to Mellon. Mellon puts it up for 2. Sign now takes it inside, puts it up. Mortimer takes it in the play, pass it over to Kramer. Kramer back to Mortimer. Mortimer will take it down. And the Clear Lake Cardinals call timeout with 5 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the game. We got a score of 46-33. Clear Lake Cardinals lead. Kramer throws it back into play. He'll take it over to Mortimer. Mortimer will take it to top of the key. Pass it over to the right to Mellon. Mellon inside to Stroshine. Stroshine turn around, put it up, and no good. Everyone's fighting for it. Mellon will try to get it. But we got a foul on number 45, Thompson. That'll be his 3rd foul for this evening. Mellon at the line now for the Clear Lake Cardinals. First one good by Mellon. Second attempt also good. Sign will pick it up and take it down. Pass it over to the left to Smith, who will put it in for 2. Kramer takes it back down, away overthrown to Mellon. Catched by Mr. Shelsta. Shelsta passes it over to the ref. Ref passes it to Frisky. Frisky to Thine. Thine takes it down. Thompson puts it in for 2 from the center. Mortimer over to Jensen. Jensen takes it in. Passes it over to the right to Mellon. Mellon to Jensen. Jensen will take it in. Put it up, and no good. Smith to Frisky. Frisky to Thine on the left. Thompson puts it up and no good. Jensen with the rebound, passes it over to Mellon. Mellon takes it inside, puts it up and no good. Jensen tries to tip it in, but picked up by Thine. Thine takes it back down again. Mortimer tries to pick it up, but knocks it out. Castlewood's ball. Stein throwing it in bounds for the Castlewood Warriors. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. Smith. Over to Schooley. Schooley. Thompson at the line now for the Castlewood Warriors. Warriors. Why Warriors? Doesn't it make you wonder?
Yes, it does.
Oh no, like Cardinals. That's very simple. Back in, what was it, about way back in the 50s.
Doesn't it have something to do with
Superintendent.
yeah, Cardinal?
Yeah, superintendent. Yeah. Back then, way back in the primeval days of Clear Lake High School, we had a superintendent. Our superintendent was a faithful bird watcher.
Professor Freiland.
Freiland, yes, that was it.
My mom talks often of him.
Oh, okay. And anyway, Professor Freiland was quite an avid bird watcher. Through his dealings with all the birds he's watched, had come upon a favorite bird. And this, of course, was the cardinal. Although Freiland never selected the cardinal as the honorable bird, the senior class, the graduating class of that year, selected the cardinal in honor of Professor Freiland.
You've been reading the history out in front of the auditorium, haven't you?
Yes, I have. You read it too, huh?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can learn from the lobby.
And I think that this just goes to point out that I think everyone watching this tape right now should just stop the tape right here. Just take a little break. Go down, get yourself a can of pop. Go out to the lobby of the auditorium and read. Yes, read the history of why we are the Cardinals and not something else. I think this would be a good intermission. There's a free throw. Free throws are boring. I mean, what's the challenge at a free throw? You throw it up, the ball goes through. Just take a break right now and go read it.
We'd also like to thank Agnes Euchert for writing that beautiful history of why we are the Cardinals.
Clear Lake High School salutes you, Agnes.
And we got a timeout with 2 minutes, 47 seconds left. 48-40. Well, the Cardinals lead. Yes, and we're back. Mortimer throwing it back into play. He'll pass it over to Jensen. Jensen over to Mortimer.
Did everyone go down there and read that during this pause? I hope you did, because now you'll have your quiz on it. First question. What is the first word in the history? Question 2. The picture of what animal appears above the history? Question 3. The picture of what person appears by the history? So again, answer these questions. To answer these questions, simply call 555-5555.
Being the game is getting down to only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, I think we should turn this over to our cameraman, Corey Shelsa, who will reveal our secret question.
Drum roll, please.
What?
Drum roll, please. We're getting a wonderful drum roll from the crowd. Anyway, lutefisk, as my grandpa points out about every time we have any sort of dinner, I don't care what we're eating, we can be having Thanksgiving dinner, whatnot, Grandpa will always talk about the good old days of eating lutefisk. Well, anyway, basically what Grandpa says happened was that they used to buy it in a big keg. Yes, back then lutefisk came in a keg. Nowadays, you know, back then, if you got a keg, you would stop and look at it twice before you started drinking out of it. But nowadays, you pretty much get a keg, you know what's in it. Anyway, Lutefisk came in this big, huge honking keg. Okay? And Lutefisk, that's the answer to the first part. Second part, Lutefisk was stored in lye. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was stored in lye, which is what produced the atrocious smell. You had to boil the lye out of the Lutefisk. Thank you. Thank you for participating in tonight's mystery question quiz. Now back to you, Shane.
We're back with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left, and we got a score of 48-40.
Actually, Shane, we never left.
I'm back. And I'm back with 2 minutes, 5 seconds left.
Then why did you use the pronoun we?
Sorry, okay? Because we're back. You're back too.
You know, if Mrs. Hofteaser were up here, she would be correcting you, no?
Yes.
She would make that correction for you and just embarrass you publicly.
You already did.
Oh, when she does it, it's more embarrassing, don't you think?
Yeah. We got Mortimer now over to Kramer. 150 left in this game. Kramer now with that ball. Smith kicks that ball. We'll give it back to the Cardinals. Kramer throws it into bounds. He'll throw it to Jensen. And we have a foul on the Moss. Second one no good by Jensen. Smith will pick it up, throw it over to Schooley. Schooley, top of the key, throws over the right wing to Frisky. Frisky with Smith. Smith to Thine to the top of the key. Thine passes to the left to Schooley. We got a foul on number 15. Schooley. Watering with that ball. He'll throw it in. But we got a foul on Nathan Kramer. One minute, 27 seconds left. We got a 7-point span here. Clearly Cardinals in the lead with 49 points.
Gee, it's an occasion.
Yes, and that it is. First one good by Schooley. Second one no good. And we got a foul. We'll take it down the other end. Foul's on Thompson. Kramer will go to the line. Just like to point out a sad but true fact. This will be my last game of the season and of my high school career.
Are you definite on that?
I'm definite on that. I will be leaving next Sunday toward out Piertown. Going out Piertown to work for 2 weeks. upon my return, the home basketball season will be over. This leaves me no choice but no commentating.
We can go videotape track meets.
Track meet videotape. Trouble is I run.
I can run along with the camera, and you can run behind me and commentate.
Oh yeah, while I'm running. Shane Daly here in the 800-meter run. Well, he's pulling up behind.
Well, you're not in every event.
No, not every event. But it is a true fact. And yes, this will be my last one of the season.